Nkwebako nnyo gwe yekumire ku Focus of God TV.
I greet you much, the one who has kept tuned on Focus of God TV.
Nkugamba nti osiibyeyo otya nno.
As I tell you, how have you been?
Weebale kwerekereza byonna.
Thank you for leaving everything.
Nolondawo okulaba Focus of God TV.
And you choose to watch Focus of God TV.
Naawe yakatweyungako.
Even you who have just joined us.
Naawe nkwaniriza.
I welcome you.
Weebale kusalawo bulungi.
Thank you for making a good decision.
Okulondawo TV.
For choosing a television.
Eyigiriza amawanga.
That disciples the world.
Eyigiriza Africa.
That disciples Africa.
Era tukugamba nti twegatteko.
We tell you to join us.
Tukole okudizibwa obujja n'okuzza obujja kw'ebintu byonna.
We do revival and restoration of all things.
Nga tukakasa nti Africa eyimirira okutuuka ku mutendera n'omutindo gw'ensi yonna.
As we prove that Africa reaches the global stage and standard.
Lunaku lwa mukaaga.
It's a Saturday.
Nkwebaza ggwe alina by'okwasizaako engalo zo.
I thank you who has just done something.
Okwongera okulaba omukisa.
To continue seeing a blessing.
Ekyo ky'amakulu mangi.
It is very important.
Kubanga oyongera okugasa obulamu bwo.
Because you continue to profit your life.
Ate n'okugasa abakwetoolodde.
And profit others too.
Yes. Ekitiibwa n'ettendo tubidiza Katonda.
Glory and honor we give them back.
Ayongedde okuwa obulamu.
Who has continued to give you life.
Yes. Ku ssaawa emu yennyini.
At exactly 7.
Olunaku luno olw'omukaaga.
This brave Saturday.
Tuba tukomyewo ne program.
We are back with the program.
Ensi y'okwolesa.
The world of exhibition.
Ensi ey'okwolesa.
The world of exhibition.
Mwe tutunuulira ennyo.
Where we focus much.
Okutumbula okusomesa okw'obuliwo.
Promoting the practical teaching.
Okusomesa n'okubulira okw'obuliwo.
We focus much on teaching, on practical teaching and preaching.
Mu nsi ey'okwolesa.
In the world of exhibitions.
Ensi ey'ebyemizannyo.
The world of games.
Okugeza nga firimu.
For example, films.
Movies. Endaga.
The shows.
Comedy.
The comedies.
Omuli empaka.
The races.
Awamu n'amazina.
And the dances.
Era bingi bye tulaba mu programu eno.
And we see many things in this program.
Ezenga ebeerawo ku Focus of God TV.
It has come being watched on Focus of God TV.
Buli wiiki ey'okubiri mu mwezi.
Every second week of the month.
Era ng'efulumira mu programu 11.
It comes out in the 11 programs.
Eziyitibwa eza P-Gop.
Which are called P-Gop programs.
Era nga zino programs zitunuulidde nnyo.
And these programs are focusing much.
Enkulaakulana y'abantu mu mubiri.
The physical growth of people.
Mwe tusiŋŋaana n'eno program ensi ey'okwolesa.
Where we find this program, the world of exhibitions.
Nga twongera okwolesa Africa.
Continuing to exhibit Africa.
Weewaawo.
Indeed.
Tugenda kutambula mpola mpola.
We are going to move slowly.
Mu kanyomero ak'okukyogerako.
The aspect of a talk show.
Nga tugabanako naawe.
As we share together with you.
Mwebyo bye twayiga.
What we learned.
Ku mulundi guli.
The other time.
Yes. Naawe otubuulire ku ebyo bye wayiga.
You also tell us what you learned.
Twongere ate okunogaanya ensonga.
And we continue to deeply discuss the matter.
Kubanga omulimu gwe tulina.
Because the work we have.
Gwe gw'okwongera okuyigiriza amawanga.
Is to continue discipling the world.
Kaakati nja kusaba ekintu kimu.
Now I'm going to ask you one thing.
Naawe oyongere okweteekateeka.
Also continue to prepare yourself.
Alinawe yawandiiko gy'ekitabo kyo.
You has where you wrote, bring out your book.
Ate twongere okwekebejja.
Then we continue to analyze together.
Wawandiika ki kye balisomamu?
What did you write that they are going to read about?
Naawe yakatweyungako.
You have just joined us.
Naye funa ekitabo kyo.
You also get your book.
Newankubadde ng'obiwandiika nti bipya.
Though you're writing them newly.
Ate tunaakulagirira ew'okujja obubaka obulala bwe wasubwa.
Then we're going to tell you where to get the message you missed.
Okutuusako programu eno.
To reach unto you this program.
Ndi omusumba Godfrey Mukisa.
I'm Pastor Godfrey Mukisa.
Era mu programu eno sibeeramu nzekka.
And in this program I'm not always alone.
Kubanga mba nzize tukyogereko.
Because I come in a talk show.
Tutera okuba ne ttiimu ey'abasumba.
We normally come with a team of pastors.
Ttiimu ey'ababulizi b'enjiri.
Team of evangelists.
Abasomesa b'ekigambo kya Katonda.
Teachers of the word of God.
Bannabbi.
The prophets.
Njogere kindeke ki?
What can I say and what can I
bonna Katonda babasiimye ku olwo olunaku.
All of them that God is pleased with on that day.
Betujja nabo okwongera okugabana mu nsi ey'okwolesa.
Are the ones we come with to continue sharing in the word of exhibition.
Bingi.
Many things.
Bye tugenda okugabanako.
That we are going to share.
Naye nga sinnagenda wala.
But before I go further.
Ate neetaaga be tuli nabo.
I need these whom we are with.
Obakubuuzeeko.
To greet you.
Obalabeko.
to see them.
Kubanga betisse tudene.
Because they have carried a big message.
Package nene.
It's a very big package.
Nayo gyogenda okuyimirira eyo ogabaneko naffe.
That you're also going to base there and share with us.
Era mwaka kanyomero nja kusaba nawe otegeke essimu yo.
And in that aspect, I'm also going to ask you to prepare your phone.
Ebeereko ne airtime akamala.
Let it be with enough airtime.
Ate we tunaakwaniriza okutukubirako otukubireko.
And then when we welcome you to call us, you also do so.
Ate twongere okunyumyamu.
And we continue to talk about it.
Katonda anakuwa.
May God bless you.
Essaawa eno
at this time
abasumba n'ababulizi b'enjiri batuuse dda.
The pastors and evangelists have already reached.
Ndowooza nga boolaba ku TV yo kaakano.
As you see on your television right now.
Tugenda kwogera owulire ku mannya gaabwe.
We are going to speak and you hear of their names.
Ate owulire ne ku ddoboozi.
And you hear the voice even.
Mu bigambo bibiri bisatu.
In 2-3 words.
Ate tweyongereyo.
And then we shall proceed.
Kubanga olwaleero tuzze n'ekitundu ekyokusatu.
Because today we have come with a third part.
Okwongera okukyekebejja.
To continue analyzing it.
Bintu bya kwongera kutegeera.
There are things to continue understanding.
Kaakati n'olw'ensonga eyo.
Because of that reason,
kantandikire ku mukono gwange ogwa kkono.
Let me start on my left hand.
Ate eriyo omwami.
There is a man.
Gw'olengera awo.
Whom you are seeing.
Kakubuuzeeko.
Let him greet you.
Sebo tusanyusa okulaba.
Sir, we are happy to see you.
Abatulaba ku Focus of God TV.
The ones watching us on Focus of God TV.
Bandisiimye okumanya ku mannya go.
They would wish to know your names.
Yes. Ate mu kumanya amannya baba babulira n'eddoboozi.
And in knowing your names, they will hear even the voice.
Ery'omwanguka.
The voice, a loud voice.
Abalabi baffe abalungi abali ku Focus of God TV.
Our good viewers on Focus of God TV.
Mbalamusaako mu linnya erya Mukama waffe Yesu Kristo.
I greet you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Si mulala ababuuzaako.
Not any other person greeting you.
Omubuulizi w'enjiri Ephraim Rakem.
But Evangelist Ephraim Rakem.
Tuzze tukyogereko.
We have come to talk about it.
Tuzze tukyogereko.
We have come to talk about it.
Si yakwolesa.
In the word of exhibitions.
Ffe naawe omulabi waffe omulungi.
Me and you, our good viewer.
Era njagala okujjukiza.
And I want to remind you.
Nti okoze kyatenda okuba ng'okyagyekuumiddeko.
That you have done great to keep tuned.
Nkusaba osigaleko.
I ask you to keep there.
Tugenda kusumulula.
We are going to open up.
Kasavu kanyama, kasavu kanyama.
Fresh and neat.
Mukama akumpeera omukisa.
May God bless you.
Amina tweyanziza.
Thank you so much.
Omubulizi w'enjiri.
Evangelist.
Agambye kasavu kanyama.
He has told you fresh and fat.
Omanyi mu kubuulira enjiri.
In preaching the gospel.
Tewaba budde.
There is no time.
Olina otuusa okutegeera eri bonna.
You have to reach understanding unto all.
Ng'okutte ku kino nakiri.
As you get to hold here a little, there a little.
Kale katwanirize n'omulala.
Let us welcome another one.
Ali okumpi wano nange.
Who is very near me.
Ate atubuuzeeko.
Neyanzanya omusumba.
Neyanzanya
omukisa ogumpeereddwa guno.
I'm glad for the blessing given to me.
Okubabuuzaako.
To greet you.
Mbabuuzaako mwe mwenna abalabi baffe abalungi.
I greet you our good viewers.
Mwebale kwekuumira ku Focus of God TV.
Thank you for being tuned on Focus of God TV.
Yatandikidde ku budde obw'okumakya.
From where it started since morning.
Okutuuka ku ssaawa eno yennyini.
Till this time.
Mu programu ensi y'emyoleso.
In this program World of Exhibitions.
Nate era tuzze okukyogerako.
We've still come for a talk show. Yes.
Nyongera okujjukiza nti.
I make you to recall.
Wano tuba tutadde essira ku kwolesa Africa.
We emphasize focusing on exhibiting Africa.
Mama w'amawanga gonna.
The mother of all nations.
Azaala continents ezisigadde.
Who birthed all nations.
Era nga tuyita mu kutumbula.
Through promoting.
Okubuulira n'okuyigiriza okw'omu buliwo.
The preaching and practical teaching.
Mu nsi ey'emyoleso.
In the world of exhibitions.
Bagiyita ensi ey'emizannyo.
The world of exhibitions, the world of games.
Tokwata ku remote yo.
So don't touch your remote.
Tugenda kwolesa Africa nze naawe.
We are going to exhibit me with
Africa.
Together we and you, our good viewers. So let's exhibit Africa and they get to know it. May God bless you.
By names
and voice. Teacher of the word of God. Teacher Jackson Muksa.
Yes.
You have understood him, the teacher. You know when teachers come? It's about teaching. That you get the rightful picture of the topic we are on. Yes.
Ate ku mukono guno.
And on this right hand.
Mazima ndooza nga bw'olaba ku screen yo.
I think as you see on your screen.
Tuyina omukyala.
We have a lady.
Era omukazi.
a woman
tukyalidde olunaku olwaleero
who has visited us today. Yes.
Naye ajja tubulira ekirabo kye.
She's going to tell us her gift.
Ate naawe owulire ku mannya.
And you also hear the names.
Ate tweyongereyo.
And we shall proceed.
Tusanyusa okulaba nnyabo.
Kaalisebu. Amanya n'eddoboozi.
By names and voice.
Omusomesa w'ekigambo kya Katonda.
Teacher of the word of God.
Era omutume.
And apostle
Phoebe Safiro Jerimoth.
Phoebe Safiro Jerimoth.
Nange nsanyuse nnyo okubeera mu studios zino.
I'm also glad to be in these studios.
Studios of Focus of God TV.
The studio Focus of God TV.
Where tusomeseza amawanga.
Where we disciple nations.
Olunaku olwaleero
today
tuze mu kwolesa.
We've come to exhibit.
Okwolesa Africa.
Exhibit Africa.
So kyenva nkubiriza omufirika yena ali eyo.
That's why I emphasize any African who's that side.
Tetuli baddugavu.
Though we are not, they say we are not black.
Nkubiriza omufirika yenna.
So I emphasize any African.
Yaliwo nga tusoma.
Who was there when we were being told?
N'oyo ataaliwo.
Even the person who was not there.
Naye nga yagaliza Africa okuyimuka ku mutendero gw'ensi yonna.
That he wishes Africa to raise on a global stage and stand up.
To
hurry up.
Okutuula ku TV yo mu sitting room yo.
To sit in your sitting room on your television.
N'abali ku app ya Full Knowledge.
Even with those apps of Full Knowledge of
Focus
God.
of God TV.
Focus of God TV.
Namwe nga mumaze okwetegeka.
After preparing yourselves.
Abali ku YouTube yaffe.
Those on our YouTube channels.
Mwena nga tugenda kutandika.
When we are going to start.
Ku lwa Katonda ne ku lwa Africa yaffe.
For God and our Africa.
Wow. Awo kambe nga nkomyawo.
Let me just stop there for a moment. Thanks very much.
Abasomesa.
I have told you teachers.
Baba bakutu ate omuno omusomesa ate mutume.
This is a teacher and an apostle.
Abatuma abatumibwa okwogera ekigambo kya Katonda.
The apostles who are sent to speak the word of God.
Manyi nti wowuliridde amannya ago.
By the time you heard those names.
Obadde weeteeseteesa ate tusimbule.
You were already prepared that we proceed.
Tugabaneko ku kitundu ekyokusatu.
We share on the third part.
Mu nsi ey'okwolesa.
In the word of exhibition.
Mwali ekibuuzo kino.
Where there was this question.
Nti okwolesa kye ki?
That what is exhibition?
Awo wennyini we tugenda okusimba essiira.
That is where we are going to focus much.
Twetegereze ensonga.
We analyze the matter. Yes.
Twakugamba bw'owulira ekitundu ekyokusatu.
We told you when you hear the third part.
Era naawe mpya nkugamba bw'owuliranga ekitundu ekyokusatu.
Even the new one, when you hear the third part.
Manya waliyo ekitundu ekyasooka.
Know that there was the first part.
Ekitundu ekyokubiri.
The second part.
Okusobola okutuuka ku kitundu ekyokusatu.
To be able to reach the third part.
Era nja kukusaba.
And I'm going to ask you.
Okyalireko ku mikutu gyaffe egya Focus of God TV.
Visit our channels, Focus of God TV.
Ate eriyo obubaka buno bwe twasooka okuyiga.
There is this message that we first learned. Yes.
Naawe njagala ogende ng'owekkaanya.
I also want you to go analyzing it.
Okugeza nga ku YouTube.
For example, on our YouTube.
Ate ne ku Focus Full Knowledge of God International Medias.
Even on Full Knowledge of God International Medias.
Nayo waliyo obubaka.
There is still this very message.
Era wonooba onoonya.
And as you're searching.
Ekitundu ekyasooka.
The first part.
Tulina bingi bye twetegereza.
There are many that we looked at.
Naye ojja kunoonya omutwe ogugamba.
That you're going to look at the heading that says.
Okussa mu kwolesa Africa.
Focusing on exhibiting Africa.
Ekitundu ekyasooka.
It was the first part.
Kubanga okwolesa Africa.
Because exhibiting Africa.
Twalaba nti tuyita mu kutumbula okusomesa n'okuyigiriza okw'obuliwo.
We see that we do that through promoting the practical preaching and teaching.
Mu nsi ey'okwolesa.
In the world of exhibition.
Ensi ey'ebyemizannyo.
The world of games.
Era ojja kuba ogguse.
And you would have reached
ku kitundu ekyo.
On that very part.
Era n'ekitundu ekyokubiri.
And the second part.
Kyali kyogera ku kwolesa Africa.
It was talking about exhibiting Africa.
Era mwalimu ebibuuzo byalinga bisatu.
And there were like 3 good questions.
Nti kino kiri kitya?
That how is it?
Kino kye ki?
What is this?
Era kiyinza kukolebwa kitya mu butuufu bwakyo?
How can it be done in its perfect way?
Muganda wange ekyo kikyali ekitundu ekyokubiri.
That was our second part.
Era ojja kukinoonyaako ku Focus of God Medias.
And you're going to search for it on Focus of God Medias.
Ate oyongere okwenuguuna.
And then you will continue to break it down.
Naye olunaku olwaleero.
But today.
Twagala tutambule mpola mpola.
We want to go slowly.
Mu kitundu kino ekyokusatu.
In this third part.
Nga tunnyonnyoka.
As we get explained.
Obanga tufuna amakulu g'ekigambo kino.
Or we get the meaning of this word.
Nti okwolesa kye ki?
That what is exhibition.
oluvannyuma lw'ekitundu ekyokubiri okutulekera ebibuuzo bisatu.
After the second part, leaving us with 3 questions.
Kaakano tufunyeeko ekibuuzo kimu mu kitundu ekyokusatu.
And we have got 1 question in the third part.
Nti okwolesa kye ki?
That what is exhibition?
Ensonga egenda kutambulira awo.
We are going to move just there.
Era wamu ne baganda bange mu studio olunaku olwaleero.
Together with my brethren in the studios today,
tugenda kuba twongera okugabana ku nsonga eyo.
We are going to continue to share on that very matter.
Twenuguune tulabe ensonga eno eri etya.
We discuss and see how this matter is.
Nagambe tugabana ku ebyo bye twayiga.
I have told you that we share on that we learned.
Olw'okusobola okuzza obwenkulumu.
That to be able.
N'ekigendererwa eky'okuyigiriza amawanga.
To be able to
chew the card.
To chew the card, yes, with an intention of discipling the world.
Kubanga wano mu kuyigiriza amawanga.
Because as we disciple the world,
tuba bakozi wamu ne Katonda.
We are co-workers with God.
Okuzza obujja abantu.
To revive people.
Ate baddemu bamanye Africa nga bwe yali.
To again know Africa the way it was.
Yes. Tuyita mu kujolesa.
Through exhibiting it.
Bamanye ekifaananyi ekituufu eky'Afrika.
To know the rightful picture of Africa. The image of Africa, yes. The perfect image of Africa.
Bamanye erinnya lya Africa etuufu.
To know the rightful name of Africa.
Bamanye ekitiibwa kya Africa.
To know the glory of Africa.
Ate n'ettendo lya Africa.
And the praise of Africa.
Weewaawo.
Indeed.
So mu kitundu ekyokusatu,
in the third part,
twatandika tulaba ebintu bingi.
We started seeing many things.
Naye okusinga byonna,
but most of them,
waliwo ensonga zino bbiri ze tugenda okugabanako naawe.
There were 2 things we are going to share together with you.
Naawe osobola okutegeera.
That you also come to understand.
Africa.
Exhibiting Africa.
Chechi.
What is it?
Wabula kino kigamba nti okwolesa Africa.
This says what is exhibiting Africa.
Okwolesa ngaku.
Okwolesa.
Exhibiting.
Yes.
Okay. What is exhibition?
Webale nnyo.
Right.
Mu kwolesa kuno,
in this exhibition,
we
also have a note, you can write it too. Because I know you have a pen and you have your book. Or you check and see how you wrote. Because through teaching, we learned this word. After knowing what exhibition is,
awo tujja kusobola okutegeera okwolesa Africa mu butuufu bwayo.
Then we shall be able to exhibit Africa in its true way.
Nkuddiramu katono.
I repeat.
Oluvannyuma lw'okumanya okwolesa kye ki.
After knowing what exhibition is,
awo kijja kutusobozesa okumanya okwolesa Africa mu butuufu bwayo.
Then it shall enable us to know how to exhibit Africa in its true way.
Ye ensonga enkulu semasonga esooka.
That is the great reason or matter we are talking about.
Awo tulyoke tumanye Africa gyevudde.
Then we shall know where Africa has come from,
waweeri,
where it is,
ate ne wajjeraga,
and where it is heading to. Yes.
Kubanga ekigambo kiri nti.
Because the word is.
Omaze okutegeera.
After knowing what exhibition is,
kati kitegeezo kikwanguyira okumanya engeri y'okwolesa mu Africa mu butuufu bwayo.
It means it will be easy for you to know how to exhibit Africa in its rightful image.
Awo ngo omanya yavaawa.
Then there you shall know where it came from.
Omanyi buli kintu kirina obuvo.
You know everything has its origin.
Weebale nnyo.
Yes.
Otegeere erirudda wa leero.
You know where it is right now.
Ate eragawa.
And where it is heading to.
Eyo nsonga nno nkulu.
That is a very important issue.
Era mmanyi nga bwe twagambye nti abayivu bwe bali olunaku olwaleero.
And as we have said that the land ones are there today,
bajja kwongera okumenya ku nsonga eyo.
They are going to continue to break down that matter. Yes.
Naye akatundu akalala ak'okubiri.
But the second part,
kubanga ffenna twaliwo nga tuyiga.
Because we are all there studying. It says,
nti awo oluvannyuma,
and after that,
kijja kutusobozesa,
it will enable us
okwetegereza n'okufuga,
to monitor and to control
entambula ya Africa,
the movement of Africa.
okawuliddaako
Have you heard that?
otegedde okwolesa kyeki
You have understood what exhibition is.
n'otegeera engeri y'okwolesaamu Africa mu butuufu bwayo
You have understood how you're going to exhibit Africa in its rightful image.
ng'omanya wa gye yavudde
Knowing where it has come from,
waweeri
where it is,
ne wa gy'eraga
and where it is heading to.
kati kino kyonna
Now all this,
kikusobozesa okusobola okwetegereza n'okufuga entambula ya Afirika.
it will enable you to monitor and control the movement of Africa.
Awo wennyini
Very
ereme
exactly.
okuddayo emabega.
Such that it does not go backwards. Yes.
Konako weekali.
Even that one is there.
Wabula ereme okubeera mu ngeri ey'okuziŋŋama.
And again, it should not be stagnated.
Naye esobole okugenda mu maaso mu kifaananyi ekituufu.
But to move ahead in its rightful image.
Okutuukira ddala mu Africa eyawamu etuukiridde.
Or into reaching the one perfect Africa.
Ebigambo bikulu nnyo.
Those words are very vital.
Bikulu nnyo.
They are very vital.
Naye mmanyi naawe awo oli obyetegereza.
But I'm sure even you where you are, you analyzing them.
Naddala gwe badde yawandiika ku mulundi guli.
Especially the one who wrote the other time.
Ate naawe atawandiika.
And even you who never wrote.
Tusobola okuddiramu akatono.
We can still recap for you. Yes.
Nti awo oluvannyuma.
That then afterwards.
Kijja kusobozesa okwetegereza n'okufuga entambula ya Afirika.
This shall enable you to monitor and to control the movement of Africa.
Ereme okudda emabega.
That it shouldn't go backward.
Ereme okuziŋŋama.
Not to stagnate.
Wabula egende mu maaso mu kifaananyi kyayo ekituufu.
But instead to keep moving forward in its rightful image.
Okutuukira ddala mu Africa eyawamu etuukiridde.
Into reaching the one perfect Africa.
Twakugambye.
We told you.
Mu nsi ey'okwolesa.
That in the word of
exhibition. Africa.
We exhibit Africa.
Esobola okuyimirira ku mutendera n'omutindo gw'ensi yonna.
For it to raise to the global stage and standard. Yes.
Manyi gw'omu ku Africa.
I know you are one of Africa.
Aha.
Yes.
Kati weetaaga okumanya Africa.
Now you need to know Africa.
Gyevudde.
Where it has come from. Where it is.
Ne weeraga.
And where it is heading to.
Omanyi mu point ezo bbiri.
You know in those 2 points.
Nga tetunnagenda kubuulira mulabi waffe ali ku Focus of God TV.
Before we can even go to our viewer on Focus of God TV.
Okumubuulira okwolesa kyeki.
To tell him what exhibiting is.
Okumuwa ekiyitibwa okunnyonnyola okwolesa kyeki.
Or to give him the explanation of what exhibition is.
Oba the definition.
Or the definition of exhibition.
Twagala atunulire akagambo kano.
We want to look at this word.
Oli bw'akugamba okwetegereza.
If someone tells you to analyze.
N'okufuga.
To monitor and to control
entambula ya Africa.
The movement of Africa.
Bulyanga ekigambo kino singa tuba tukitadde mu bidduka.
I feel like if we put this word into the vehicles.
Omuntu alina kyafuga.
Someone if he's controlling something.
Omubulizi w'enjiri.
Evangelist.
Manyi otera okuvuga ku mmotoka.
I know you normally drive vehicles.
Emmotoka ng'ekuli mu ttaano wano.
As this vehicle is in your hands.
Naye nno teziba na ttaano. Bandirongoosezaamu ab'olulimi olwo. Ng'ekuli mu 10 wano.
When it is right in your hands.
Newankubadde ng'ali abagiteeka mu mmeka.
Those are those who use fire.
Naye ngamba batakontrolinga bulungi.
Eyinza omutolokako.
It can.
Enakuba mu 10.
It has to be in 10.
Twetaaga okusigira atulabe ekifaananyi.
We need to get a picture to the one watching us.
Okumulaga engeri y'okufuga Africa kwegamba okugyetegereza n'okugifuga.
To show him, we need to show him how to monitor and to control Africa.
Kifaananako omuntu akutte ekidduka mu ngalo ze.
It's like someone driving a vehicle in his own hands.
Kiyinza kuba kitya nga kituuse mu kikko kyambuka.
How can it be when it is in the valley and when it is just sloping?
Mu bigambo bibiri bisatu.
In 2 3
Omusomesa
words.
Jackson.
Teacher Jackson.
Kayongere ate okutusiigira ekifaananyi.
You just get us a picture.
Mu nsonga y'okwetegereza.
In the way of monitoring. Yes.
N'okufuga entambula ya Africa.
And controlling the movement of Africa.
Omanyi naawe otera okuba ku bidduka.
You know, you also you are normally on vehicles.
Obyetegereza.
And you analyze them.
Mu nsonga eno omulabi waffe omulungi.
That issue a good viewer.
Eyo okumanya okwolesa kyeki.
To know what exhibition is.
Atugambe nti we tumanya okwolesa kuno.
That when we know what's exhibition.
Kijja kuba kitusobozesa wetegeera okwolesa.
When we get to know what exhibition is, yes.
Okwolesa chechi.
What exhibition is.
Kubanga tutuyinza kukola kye tutategedde.
Because we can't do what we don't understand.
Twetaaga okusooka tutegeere okwolesa chechi.
We have to first understand what exhibition.
Nti olwo nno kinaatusobozesa.
We will be able.
Tujja kuba tusobola okwolesa ekifaananyi kya Africa.
We will be able to exhibit the rightful image of Africa.
Ekifaananyi kya Africa ekyaddala.
The right perfect picture
ekituufu.
or image of Africa.
Nga twolesa wa Africa gyevudde.
Exhibiting where Africa came from.
Weeri ne wegyeraga.
Where it is and where it's heading to. Yes.
Wajjukira bulungi nti part ey'okubiri.
Remember in second part. Pastor said we move slowly
so
that we get to understand.
Part ey'okubiri twasooka ne tumanya okwolesa Africa kyeki.
In the second part we learned what's exhibiting Africa.
Naye nga tetunaba kumanya kwolesa kyeki nga
but not knowing what exhibition means as exhibition.
Mu kwolesa Africa twalaba.
But in exhibiting Africa we saw
nga kwe kwetooloola obwaguuga bw'ebyafaayo bya Africa.
It's to go through the history of Africa.
Nga okugikiikirira okutuufu.
To represent it in the rightful way.
N'okuwonya.
Even to heal.
Curation of the art of Africa.
Yes.
Kati so wano wetumanya okwolesa kyeki.
So when we get to know what exhibition is,
kijja kuba kitusobozesa okwolesa Africa.
It will be easy for us to exhibit Africa.
Okumanya ekifaananyi kyayo ekituufu.
To get to know its perfect rightful picture.
Oba ekyaddala.
Or its rightful image or true image. Then after to enable us
okwetegereza n'okufuga.
To control and manage. To be able to control and manage.
Okumanya nga tusobola okumanya Africa egenda maaso.
To know the way that Africa is going forward.
Kubanga woba controlling ekidduka.
Because when you're controlling maybe a vehicle,
oba okiziyiza okuva ku kkubo.
You make sure it doesn't get off track from the road.
Kubanga kiva ku mulamwa ne kikuyingiza.
Not it gets off track and going to the bush. Yes. Starting from the bicycle. The one who holds the bicycle holds it tight. Yes. Holds it tight in his 10 fingers. With hands. Though he's running at high speed, he can't get off track. First of all, he controls it through his legs first. He makes sure he takes it in front, forward. Even here in front, he's holding it tight. Not it gets off track. Now going on a motorcycle, it's the same. You still hold in front going forward. Not it goes backward.
If we are sloping
ng'oli ku pichi
and you're on a motorcycle,
oyongeramu mbiro okola otya?
Do you add in speed or?
Ebidduka ebyo nali mbivuzeeko.
I've ever driven such vehicles. From bicycle, motorcycle.
Odumula mudumule nga
ledda sebo.
No. When you're slope. When you're on a slope, you may die. You may not be able to control. So to make control, maybe if you're on a slope, you have to hold it tight. Not unless you hit the hump. So Africa have to control it. To make sure it doesn't go backward. So that when we are heading on a hill, we make sure that Africa is moving forward, it's climbing the hill. And make sure it doesn't go off track. We have to control it. Because we have to go backward. We have to go forward. Africa doesn't get stagnated.
Kubanga botuka kasozi.
Because if you reach on a hill
nojjamu omuliro
and then you release the
you stop accelerating. Kitegeeza ogenda kuddawa.
It means you're going to go backward.
Mabega.
You are going to go backward.
Ate ebibyo ne bitaba birungi.
And yours might not be good.
Kubanga ekiyitibwa control kiba kikoze eki?
What is called control? You have lost it.
Babo mpaka mu bisiriko.
Then they will see you going down in the valleys.
Kitegeza bwotuuka mu kikko wabeerawo okuzingama.
It means when you reach in the valley, then there is stagnation.
Wesanga olina obuvune.
You end up finding yourself
okudde emabega n'otuuka mu kikko.
Going back.
Africa ebeetegenda maaso bezze mabega.
Then Africa is not so getting stagnated.
Oli kasozi.
You're on a hill. You've not accelerated.
Egenda kugira
to be like accelerating, then it will stop. It will stop, but it will take you back. When engine stops,
egenda kuyimirira.
It will stop there. Yes.
Waliwo Africa okuzingama.
So that it may get stagnated Africa.
Okuziyiza obutadda mabega.
And it may not go back.
We
have to control. Making sure it's going forward. And it's not off track.
He has understood it very well. Even the one who rides the wheelbarrow has understood. Because you might find that it's a school he first attended. And then to reach and to thank you so much, Teacher Jackson. He has given you a good example. And in reaching the very good image of Africa, the future image.
Kitutuusa mu Africa eyawamu.
It reaches us into one perfect Africa. One perfect Africa. Thank you so much, teacher.
Focus of God TV.
The one watching us on Focus of God TV. That was an example. By the time we give you the explanation of the word exhibition, then you have understood what to do. Yes. How do you analyze?
Entambula ya Africa.
Because in driving the movement of Africa,
bakugambye mulimu okwetegereza.
They have told you there is monitoring.
Yetegereza abalaba.
The one who monitors must see.
Ani ayinza okusala mu kkubo gy'ayita.
Must watch who can cross the way he's passing.
Ekkubo lirimu ebinnya oba nedda.
Is the way having potholes or not?
Waliwo hampwawo.
Waliwo hampu oba nedda.
Or not?
Kuliko obubonero nti kano kakuweta ne siweta.
Is there any traffic sign that this one is channeling me somewhere and I have not cornered?
Kati bingi ebyokwetegereza mu nsonga eyo.
Many things to monitor in this matter.
Naye wano wennyini.
But this very time.
Wetugendera ate mu kunnyonnyola ekigambo kuwolesa kye ki.
We are going to go straight on the word exhibition. What is it?
Naye njagala nkuwa ebigambo bino.
But I want to give you these words.
Ate ndyoke nkuwa omubulizi w'enjiri.
And then I will give you the evangelist.
Owulire.
And you will hear.
Nagambye abali wano bonna.
I have told you that all of those who are here,
bayigirizibwa.
They were told.
Ate nabo ne bayiga.
And they also learned.
Ate ne babikwata.
And they got to understand them.
Kati ne basiima okujja okubigabanako nawe.
And they were pleased to come and share them with you.
Ogwo mukisa gw'amaanyi nnyo.
That is a very good blessing.
Okuva eri Katonda.
Coming from God the Father.
Afudde olunaku luno olungi okuba afudde olunaku luno okuba olulungi.
Who has made this day to be good.
Yes. So mu kuyiga.
In learning.
Twafuna ekigambo kino.
We got this word.
Ekikwata ku kwolesa kye ki.
That concerns what exhibition is.
Era kigamba.
And it says.
Nti kuno kwe kulaga era okwanika ekintu eri abantu abalala bakirabe.
That this is to demonstrate and to display something for others to see.
Nkuddiramu.
I repeat for you.
Nganaye bw'okopolola okuva ku screen yo.
As you also copy from your screen.
Nti kuno kwe kulaga.
This is to demonstrate.
Oba okwanika ekintu eri abantu bakirabe.
Or to display something for others to see.
Ekyo kye bayita okwolesa.
That is what they call exhibition.
Omubulizi w'enjiri.
Evangelist.
Tugambye okulaga.
To demonstrate
ekintu.
Or to display something
eri abantu abalala bakikole ki?
For others to see.
Bakirabe.
Indeed.
Oli ayinza okugamba naye okulaga kuno kwe kuliwa.
Someone can say, but this demonstration, what is it?
Ate okwanika.
And how about displaying?
Kati omubulizi w'enjiri mu bigambo bibiri bisatu.
In 2 to 3 words.
Ogenda kusiigirako kumulabi waffe ekifaananyi.
Just give us a picture to our dear viewer.
Omuntu wayagala okulaga ekintu akiraga atya.
If one wants to demonstrate something, how can he do it?
Ate omusomesa.
And the teacher.
Ajja kutulaga engeri gye bakyanikamu.
And will tell us how to display.
Ate tukitegeere.
And then we shall understand it.
Yes, sebo.
And thank you so much, sir. They have explained to us.
Exhibition means what?
What does exhibition mean?
This is to demonstrate or to display.
It is to kwekulaga no kwanika.
Ekintu kisobola okulabibwa.
For something to be seen.
Kitegeeza woba tokiraze.
It means if you do not demonstrate it,
tekijja kulabibwa.
It will not be seen.
Ensonga y'okulabibwa kwakyo.
The reason of it being demonstrated.
Olw'ensonga kibadde kiteereddwawo kirabibwe kyolekeddwa kyogamba displaying.
It has been put there. It has been demonstrated for others to see it. That it can be seen. But in doing it, how can you do it? To be able to show us this, especially basing in the nations of Africa, you have to do it basing from the past.
History.
The history. Okay, byafaayo.
Ekyokulabirako.
An example.
Nsinzira mu byafaayo bya Africa.
I base in the history of Africa.
Nensinzira ne mu present day Africa.
I then base in the present day Africa.
Ne future tuyinza kuba tukola ki?
Ne biseera byaffe by'omu maaso.
Tuyinza kuba tutya.
How can we be?
Kankubuzeemu katono.
Let me ask you one.
Walolabeko kubatunda ebintu.
Have you ever seen people selling things?
Ekifaananyi kirungi.
Yes.
Nti singa oli abatatunze kuteekawo olugoye awo.
If someone has not brought the dress or clothes there,
kati oli kizibu kujja na kubuuza maama olugoye luno lwa sente mmeka.
It's a problem for someone to come to say, how much is this cloth?
Olw'ensonga talukoze eki?
Because has not seen it.
Naye olw'ensonga kati bano na business bategeera ensonga eno.
But for businessmen, they understand this issue very well.
Okusingira ddala aba marketing.
Especially those in marketing.
Nti olina okuleeta ekintu tukirabe.
You have to bring out something and we see it.
You have to display.
Olina kyanika.
Kubanga oba to displayize.
Because if you do not kuchanika,
kati tekigenda kulabibwa.
It won't be seen.
Kitegeeza obutalabibwamu bwakyo.
It means for it not to be displayed or not to be seen.
Bwebanga business.
If it's a business.
Zezo zowulira nti yo yagwa.
That is the ones you hear that it fell.
Kyetuyinza okugamba nti it got stagnated.
Nti yazingama, business yazingama.
Why reason being?
The reason being,
it's not being displayed.
It has not been displayed.
Era bagamba abasinga abakola business.
But most people who do business,
tugitaddewo ewagazi weerabibwa abantu.
They have to put it somewhere where it can be seen by people.
Kati ekyo kye bayita okwolesa.
That is what we mean by demonstration.
Nti kirabibwa oli ate ne mu kiraba n'akitegeera.
And when someone sees it, he understands it too.
Nti takoma kulaba bulabi.
He doesn't stop on just seeing it.
Asobola okwawula nti kino ndabye kino okusinziira.
But he can discern, I have seen this according to what has been demonstrated to me.
Wow.
Indeed.
Tweyanze.
Thank you so much.
Omanyi agenze nannyonnyola ebigambo kumpi byombi.
He has almost explained the both words.
Nti ekintu okijjayo n'okiraga.
You bring out something.
Nenfuna ekifaananyi kino.
And I get this image.
Nti oyinza okugjayo ekintu.
That you can get out something.
Nga kisabikiddwa.
When it is wrapped.
Naye nga okitaddewo
But you have put it there.
Kakati abantu okwongera okukitegeera.
But for people to continue to understand it.
Nojjako n'ekisabika.
You even take out the wrapper.
No kyanikaawo.
Then you display it.
Simu ogijjayo mu box.
To get the phone from the box.
N'ogijjayo n'ogiteeka wali ku glass.
And you display it in a glass.
N'amapeesa gaayo gonna nga bagala.
Without buttons being seen, its buttons.
Obunene bwa screen yayo.
The wide of the screen.
Ojanise.
They should display.
You demonstrate.
Yes, you've displayed.
Yes.
Tweyanza nnyo tweyanze.
Thank you so much.
Ndowooza atulaba ku Focus of God TV.
I hope the one watching us on Focus of God TV.
Ofunye ekifaananyi ekituufu.
You have gotten the rightful image.
Era nga tugenda kutambulira awo mpola
mpola. And we are going to walk right there slowly.
Okwolesa. Okay.
There is something I wanted to explain.
When
we talk about to demonstrate,
okulaga.
Bwomala okujjayo ekintu n'okidisplaying.
After getting something and n'okiraga.
Katugambe nti ensi eya business.
Let's say like the world of business.
When they talk about demonstrating.
Bwe boogera ku kwolesa okulaga ekintu.
N'okujjayo engeri gye kikola.
You have even to show the way how it works.
For example,
if it's a phone,
smartphone zinga bwe muziraba.
Like a smartphone,
when they
had just reached Africa,
the
Africans never knew them. But they could bring it onto you. And they show you the apps in it. They show you can even send money through mobile money. They show you can even go to WhatsApp.
UK
and you shall someone who's in United Kingdom. To be able to get out the real meaning.
Price yayo oba omuwendo gwe bagitaddeko.
To see that each price which they have put on it.
For sure good balancing.
It's balanced.
Naye singa nsanga esimu ngeri ku bukadde bubiri.
But if I find like a phone, for example, it's on 2M, 2 million.
Definitely tutuuka wali n'owulira nga
You reach there and you're like scared.
Esimu ku millions zibiri.
Just a mere phone being on 2 millions.
Just naye nga nkuba bwampulira nga nsindika message.
Just to make phone calls and send some messages.
But when this market has come.
Wabula bano abamarketing singa bajja.
Ajja kulaga lwaki eri ku millions zibiri.
They will show to you why it's on 2M.
Endala eri ku mitwalo 5.
Then the other one is on 500. Then why the other phone is on a low price.
So ekyo kye tuyita demonstrating.
That's what we call demonstration.
Ntatuuka n'akulaga obuziba bw'ekintu kino.
He shows you the deeper thing of this thing.
Obulungi obuli mu kuba nakyo.
Of being with it.
Owning it.
Okubanga yo.
Atuuka kwagaze.
So that you get interested in it.
Obulire ng'osobola n'okutunda ekirala eky'omuwendo okufuna.
So that you can even send your valuable thing to get this one.
That is what we call demonstrating.
What is this?
Then okwanika.
Then to display.
Ekintu okijja abantu babadde tebakimanyidde.
You get something where it's not been seen.
We bagenda okirabira.
You put it where it's to be seen.
Nabwe yagamba mu Luka.
As he said in Luke.
Nti byonna ebyakolebwa eri munzikiza.
That whatever was done in darkness.
Hidden.
And they are hidden nga byakwekebwa. They are going to be revealed.
Africa yaffe.
So our Africa.
Ebbanga lyemaze nga ekwekeddwa.
The time it has taken when it's hid.
Mu kifaananyi kyayo.
In its image.
Mu linnya lyayo.
In its name.
Mu ttendo lyayo.
In its praise.
Ne mu kitiibwa.
And its glory.
Agamba nti twandibadde tugijjayo.
He says he will take it from there.
Aba business bagamba nti ranga business bajimanyi.
Business, say that you market a business so that it's known. Yes.
Tuyina okulanga Africa.
So now you market Africa.
Demonstrating.
Tukyolese.
Abafirika basooke bagimanye bonga.
So that the Africans get to know it.
Atambule ng'omutwe gwe guli waggulu.
That they move when their heads are up.
Yes, kubanga okimanyi.
Because you know it clearly.
Turudde nga n'omuntu okuyita omufirika ng'omuzungu abadde ayitawo.
That being called an African when a Western person is passing. You feel like you're down. Yes.
Naye nga how can you be a mother of someone?
Naye ate oyinza okubeera mama w'omuntu.
Naye ng'otya okugamba nti oyo muwala wa.
Ng'ate you fear saying that she's my daughter.
So kye kiseera to displaying Africa.
So it's time we display Africa.
To demonstrating Africa.
We demonstrate Africa.
Balabe ettendo lyayo.
That people show its rightful name.
Balabe ekitiibwa kyayo.
They see its glory. So that they are interested in it. So that it rises on a standard for God and the entire Africa.
Focus of God TV.
Through Focus of God TV.
Amen. Thank you so much. I have told you that the teacher leaves you when you have understood.
Have you understood?
Though he has not asked you or but in repeating for you, she was trying to tell you that you need to understand these things fully.
So
in this moment, we are going to take you in a short break. But there is another reason down on the screen. That the only way to demonstrate and display Africa, it has to be done through its history. The past, the present,
n'ebyo ebigenda okujja ebiri mu mawanga ga Africa.
And the future in the nations of Africa. Yes.
Nkugambye.
I have told you.
Nti kino okwolesa bulungi Africa.
To exhibit Africa very well.
Aha. Oba okwolesa.
Or to exhibit.
Kirimu okulaga ebyayita.
It involves demonstrating the past.
Ebiriwo.
The present
n'ebyo ebyomu maaso ebyomu mawanga ga Africa.
And the future in the nations of Africa.
Yes. Okukomawo.
Now as we return,
tugenda kukomawo n'akanyomera akakulaga.
We are going to come out with an aspect that shows you
ate emitendera egitwalibwa.
The steps taken. Yes.
So kankumulizewo awo katono.
Let me make you rest a bit.
Onywe ku lwendo lw'amazzi.
You take a sip of water.
Ate otegeeze ne neighbor.
And then inform your neighbor.
N'abo abali ewala.
And those who are far.
Nti ensi ey'okwolesa yagguse dda.
That the word of exception has arrived.
N'abagambi.
Tell even the little ones.
Yes. Ensonga za kuyigiriza mawanga.
That the issues are for the discipling the world.
Katukomewo.
Let us be back.
Africa, wonderful.
come back from that short break. I know it has done you well to continue preparing yourself and to inform those who are far. We are in the program, the word of exhibitions, where we focus much promoting practical teaching. Yes. Through the word of exhibitions, the word of games, where we have films, movies, the shows, where we have comedies, wrestles, and the dances, all working in the world of exhibition. And we are focusing much on exhibiting Africa to be known the way it was supposed to be, to be known in its true identity, and in grace, and in its glory.
Tuli mu kitundu kya kusatu.
We are in the third part.
Nga tukyogerako.
As we talk about it.
Era bwe tugendedde mu kuwummulamu.
Before we went for a break.
Tubadde tutunuulidde akatundu ak'okubiri.
We were looking at the second part.
Ak'okunnyonnyola ekigambo kwolesa kye ki.
Explaining what the word exhibitions mean.
We tukugambidde nti kuno kwe kulaga era okwanika ekintu eri abantu abalala bakirabe.
Where we told you that it is to demonstrate and to display something for others to see.
Era nga wano Africa eyongera okulagibwa.
And here Africa is continued to be demonstrated.
Okusooka eri Abafirika bonna.
First to all Africans.
Ate ne wabweru wa Africa.
And then outside Africa.
Yibongera okugimanya.
To continue understanding it.
Kubanga era nga abasumba n'abasomesa bakugambye.
Because as pastors and teachers have told you.
Kubigambo nga okulaga n'okwanika.
On words like demonstration and displaying.
N'obitegeera bulungi.
And you understood them very well.
Era ne tukugamba.
And we told you.
Nti twayiga nti engeri yokka ey'okusobola okulaga n'okwanika.
That the only way of being able to demonstrate and display.
Kikolebwa okuyita mu byayita.
It is done through the past.
Ebiriwo.
The present.
N'ebyo ebigenda okujja mu mawanga ga Africa.
And those going to come, the future of the nations of Africa.
Weewaawo.
Indeed.
Awo Africa eba esobola okufuna ekifaananyi ekituufu.
And there Africa can be known in its true identity.
Eri buli Mufirika yenna.
To all Africans.
N'eri abo abali mikwano gya Africa.
And to the friends of Africa.
Abazaalibwa Africa.
Those who are birthed by Africa.
Okikiriza kigaana.
Like it or not.
Africa gye tuliko leero.
It is Africa we are on today.
Motherland.
The motherland.
Zaala mawanga gonna semazinga.
That births all nations, all continents. Yes.
Akatundu akalala ke twalaba.
Another part we saw.
Ate ne tukayiga bulungi ne tukannyonnyoka.
And we learned very well and understood it.
Kagamba nti n'olw'ensonga eyo.
It says whereby.
Okulaga Africa.
To demonstrate Africa.
Kwe kulaga emitendera egitwalibwa.
Is to show the steps taken.
Okutondawo plan.
To create a logic plan.
Ezitalabika.
Abstract plans.
Ezisobola okukozesebwa.
Which can be used.
Okukakasa ekifaananyi ekituufu ekya Africa.
To prove the true identity of Africa.
Ensonga eyo ogibulidde.
Have you heard that?
Egambye.
It has said.
N'olw'ensonga eyo.
Whereby.
Okulaga olw'ensonga eyo.
Whereby.
Okulaga Africa.
To demonstrate Africa.
Kwe kulaga emitendera egitwalibwa.
Is to show the steps taken.
Okutondawo plan ezitalabika.
To create logic plan abstract.
Ezisobola okukozesebwa.
Which can be used.
Okukakasa ekifaananyi ekituufu ekya Africa.
To prove the true identity of Africa. Yes.
Era bingi bye twalaba wansi awo.
And we saw many things below.
twalina ensonga yino.
We had this reason.
Ennyonnyola ekigambo ekyo kye tuvuddeko nakyo waggulu.
That explains the word we have come with from up.
Yali egamba.
It was saying.
Nti tosobola kulaga mwana akuze.
You cannot show a grown-up child.
Naye nga tolina bimukwatako mu buto.
Having nothing that concerns his childhood.
Tolina bimukwatako mu buto wadde ekifaananyi.
Nothing concerning his childhood, not even a picture.
Kakati oyinza otya okutegeeza ffe.
Now how can you tell us we right now
nti omusajja oyo gwolaba ow'amaanyi
that strong man you see
yava wano
came from here
era ali wano leero
and he's here right now?
Oyinza okikola ekigambo ekyo?
Can you do that word?
There's no you can do it.
Kitegeeza walina okubaawo emitendera.
It means there must be steps taken
egikolebwa
that are done.
Emitendera egiragibwa.
The steps taken which can be demonstrated.
Okutondawo pulaani ezitalabika.
That creates the unseen plans or abstract plans.
Omanyi nje tuvuddeko.
You know where we have come from?
Tubadde ne bakitaffe mu mibiri.
We had our physical fathers.
Era nga gye mitwe gya family.
And they are the heads of the families.
Babadde nga balina plan.
They have been with plans.
Ezitutwala mu maaso.
That are taking us forward.
Naye nkukakasanga ezimu tetuzimanyi.
But I tell you some of them we don't know.
Yajja akugamba tujja kulya.
He tells us you are going to eat.
Ne munsawo nga temuli wadde ekikumi.
When there is not even 100 note in his pocket.
Naye ng'alina plan.
But he has a plan.
Eyita mu mwaka omulamba.
Of passing through the whole year.
Ekigambo ekyo kirowoozaako.
How do you think of that word?
Pastor.
Wagambye nti n'olw'ensonga eyo.
Whereby
okwolesa Africa.
To demonstrate Africa.
Kwe kulaga emitendera.
It's to show steps.
Kwe kulaga emitendera egiteereddwawo.
Steps taken.
Okutonda pulaani ebyo ebitalabika.
To create a logical plan, the abstract.
Ebyo ebitalabika okakasa ekifaananyi kya Africa ekyaddala.
A logical plan, the abstract, which can be used to prove the true identity of Africa.
Mu kusoma twalaba.
In teachings we saw.
Nti ate wano tuba tetuli mu byafaayo.
Here we are not in history.
Wabula wano tuba tuleeta pulaani oba emitendera.
This is a plan or steps taken.
Yes. Ekigenda okuteekebwawo.
Steps taken.
Nga mitendera kulaga ebyo ebitalabika gwe byotalabako.
Steps taken to create a logical
plan. Wano eno kyennina.
For example, the example I'm having.
Nti tulina omuntu omu eyasooka.
We have one man who was first.
Nga ye Adamu omusajja yasooka otondebwa.
Who's Adam, the first created man?
Ne mukazi we Eve.
And his wife Eve.
Abo nga ye bwe bwaguuga bw'ebyafaayo bya Africa.
Those are the key to the history, our history of Africa.
Complex history.
The complex history. The complex history. Complex history. Yes, they have ancient. So we have to bring a plan. The steps. To get to the logical or abstract plan. So that we demonstrate them for you. Because you have to show when Adam was created, where was he taken to? Because here we do it through the Holy Bible. Yes. With different books. Actually, besides the Bible. Someone may say they are speaking against the Bible. Even the historical books. Which speak as Africa being the source of man. Read the book My African Journey. They will show you that the source of man. Yes, the source of man. It's on source of River Nile.
Wow. East Africa.
Here in East Africa. Yes.
Nonya source of Nile.
The source of Nile. You have reached where man began from. You were not there and you never saw such things. But we who exhibit, we sit down and we get an image. tuba n'obukakafu.
We get a plan which proves.
Obukakafu tuba nabwo.
A plan which proves.
Kino kye twolesezza.
That this which are demonstrating.
Bino ebyafaayo bye tukuleetedde.
Through the history we are showing you.
Mu kwetooloola obwaguuga bw'ebyafaayo bya Africa.
Through the complex history of Africa.
Plan eri bweti ne bweti ne bweti.
The plan is like this and this.
Tusinzidde mu kitabo kino.
We've based in this book.
Ne tukikwasaganya n'ekitabo kino.
And we connected it with the other book.
Tukugirayo Bible.
We got even the Bible.
Ne tukugirayo history.
We got the history.
Bwana ye gyali mu buwandiike.
Because it's also there in written.
Ne tukulaga plan.
We show you the plan.
Ekukakasa.
Which proves.
Ebyafaayo bya Africa nti yensibuko y'omuntu.
That the history of Africa is the source of man.
Adam.
Which proves that Adam.
Ne Eve basinzira wano.
And Eve Besia.
Ne batuukiriza lubereberye mu 28.
And they fulfilled Genesis 28. To create another man.
Omanyi atulawa ku Focus of God TV.
You know the one watching us on Focus of God TV.
Abamu bagamba nti ebya Adam ne Eve.
Some say that things of Adam and Eve
bya bazungu
are for white ones.
Naye bajja kukitegeera mu kwolesa Africa.
But they are going to understand as we exhibit Africa.
Nti Katonda atalina byatunuulidde.
That God is looking at some things.
Era ng'ebimu ku byo bijja ekifaananyi ekituufu ekya Africa.
That God is focusing on some things and which one of them bring out the true identity of Africa.
Ensonga eyo gy'obadde okonyeko ya Adamu ne Eve.
The reason you had
hinted on.
Yes, hinted on.
Ejja kubalaga ekifaananyi ekituufu ekyani.
It is going to show them the true identity of Africa.
Era twagambibwa nti awo tujja kuba twolesezza bulungi.
And we have been told that we are going to be exhibiting it very well.
Kubanga baatulaga.
Because they showed us.
Nti tuddayo mu bya kwegamba okusobola okukijjayo bulungi.
That to bring it out very well.
Oyanika ekintu bulungi.
You display something very well.
N'okiraga bulungi abantu bakole ki?
You demonstrate it very well for people to see.
Era ne mukudda mu kukyolesa obulungi.
Even in exhibiting it very well.
Ogenda mu byafaayo byoyogeddeko.
You go back to the history you have talked about.
Nkakasa Omufirika abadde teyeemanyi.
I'm sure that an African who never knew himself
agenda kutegeera ensonga eyo
is going to understand that very matter
ya Adam ne Eve.
Of Adam and Eve.
Naye ebimu ku ebyo byetulengerera ewala.
But those are the things we look at from afar.
Era ebijja.
And those that are coming.
Mwe twagambibwa nti tumulisa mu byafaayo.
Where we said we just enlighten in the history.
Ne tujja mu biriwo.
We come to the present.
Kubanga olwaleero Africa erina bweri.
Today there is how Africa is.
Waliwo engeri gye bagimanyiiko.
There is the way they know it.
Oba ebyandibadde biriwo.
Maybe the present thing.
Ebiriwo
ebyandibadde bibeera.
Maybe the present thing maybe would be the present thing.
Kati oluvannyuma ng'omaze okubalaga ebiriwo bali basuubira nti bituufu.
Then after showing them the present ones which they think they are rightful ones.
Kati ate ng'oleeta ebikola ki?
Then you bring out the facts or the facts.
The reality.
The reality.
Ate awo n'okwata n'osooka omulisaako mu future.
And then you get hold and even enlighten right in the future.
Mu biseera by'omu maaso.
In the days to come.
Omuntu n'amanya Africa mu butuufu bwayo.
And someone knows Africa in its true identity.
Nkakasa nga tulaba ku Focus of God TV.
I'm sure the one watching us on Focus of God TV.
Oyongedde okutegeera ensonga.
You have continued to understand the
okuyita mu basumba.
Through the pastors.
Kubanga baatugamba ng'oggyeko okuzannya obuzannya emizannyo.
Because they have told us that taking aside just exhibiting anything that gives you
lwaki abantu bazze boolesa.
Why? Because people have come exhibiting things.
Oba kyonna kye bakiyita bayinza okuba bakiyita comedy.
They could even call it a comedy.
Kunyumisaamu.
Abalala bayinza okuba baziyita firimu.
Others call them films.
Ndi mwe bazze booleseza.
That they have come exhibiting in them.
Naye kino kitwala omutendera okuvaako ku mizannyo obuzannyo.
This one takes a step of just living just these games.
Ne kiyingira mu kutwala emitendera.
And then it takes to go into taking steps.
Nti Africa ezze ebeerawo n'emitendera ki?
That Africa has come happening, but under which steps do they take?
Bino bikolebwa bitya?
How are these done?
Katonda abyagala atya?
And how does God want them?
Ate abisuubira atya mu maaso?
How does he hope for them in future?
Kubanga ekigendererwa kikino wano.
Because the intention is here.
Africa erina okuyimira ku mutendera gwaki?
Africa must raise to the global stage.
N'omutindo.
And its standard.
Ng'ate nze Omufirika naawe Omufirika ndaba.
And we Africans.
Now ali ku YouTube.
Even you on YouTube.
Ne ku Focus of God media zizonna.
And all our Focus of God platforms.
Oyino kuyimuka mpaka ku mutindo n'omutendero gw'ensi yonna.
You must raise to the global stage and standard.
Kuba Africa olwalero kati yekola ki?
Because today it is Africa standing.
Yes. Waliwo ekigambo ekirala kye batugamba.
There is another word they told us.
Kyenjagala tusimbeko nyesiira nakyo.
That I want us to focus much on.
Ekyagamba nti ekitegeezebwa mu nsonga eno ey'okwolesa.
Whereby that in this matter of exception.
Oba what he meant in this.
Kye yategeeza mu kino.
Nti bwe tuba baakwolesa Africa.
That if we must exhibit Africa.
Okulabibwa.
For it to be seen.
Tuyina okuddayo twolese era tulage abantu.
We have to go back, demonstrate and display to people.
Bagirabe.
They see.
N'agamba naye kino kisobola kukolebwa.
But he said this can be done.
Okuyita mu plan eziteekeddwawo.
Through steps taken.
Or plans taken.
Steps taken or plans taken.
Kubanga bobono olinoyolesa okusinzira bwe mutunyonyodde.
Because if you are to exhibit according to how you have explained to us.
Batugambye nti ekintu okijjayo gye kibadde kitalabibwa.
They told us that you get out something where it was not seen.
N'okiteeka we bakirabira.
And you put it and place where it is being seen very well.
N'omala n'okyanika bulungi.
And then after you display it very well.
Gwakoze ekyo olina emitendera gy'okoze ki?
You have done that, there are steps you have taken.
Era okubye pulaani.
You have drawn your plan.
Ze ziri ezitalabika.
The unseen plan, the abstract plans.
Kampe omulabi waffe omulungi ekyokulabirako ekintu.
Let me give our good viewer a good example.
Kusaawa eno wetubeera mu kwolesa. Tumanya okwolesa kiki.
When we get to know what exhibition is.
Wano tuba tetuli kati ku filimu.
Now we are not in films or movies.
Tetuli ku mizannyo bandaga.
We are not on shows or games.
Kusaawa eno tetuli mu kulaga byafaayo kati bya Africa.
We are not in the history of Africa.
Wabula wano akugambye nti n'olw'ensonga.
Because said whereby
okwolesa
to demonstrate
Africa.
Kuba kulaga mitendera egitwaliddwa.
It's to show the steps taken.
Okutonda plani y'ebyo ebitalabika.
To create a logical plan, the abstract.
Gwe byotalabako
things you don't which are abstract.
Bintu byobadde tomanyi.
Things you never knew.
Kati nga singa baba balina filimu emu gye bazannye.
For example, if there is a movie they've acted in.
Kati okwolesa kye kitegeeza.
What exhibition means?
Tuddayo eri mu behind the scene.
We go behind the scenes.
Fe ne tukulaga nti we twade tufulumya filimu eyo.
And we show that when we are releasing this film or making this film.
Twasinzidde ku step eno neno.
We based on this step and the other step and the other step.
Njagala nkuwe ekyokulabirako nga kyangu.
I want to give you an easy example.
Ebeera behind the scene.
It's called behind the scene.
Twasinzira ku byaliwo.
We based on the true story.
Twabifuna mu kitabo bwekiti.
We got from this book.
Okukugirayo ekyekulabirako kinadendeesa okugirayo Adamu eyasooka, omuntu eyasooka Adamu.
To get for you the first man Adam.
Ne tukuleetera filimu eyo engeri gye yabunamu ensi.
And we bring to how that film saturated the entire world.
Abantu engeri gye babunamu ensi ng'okuva mu.
That how people got to get into the entire world.
Nti gwe woba otuuse tukulaga emitendera mwe twayise okufulumya filimu eyo.
We show you the steps where we pass through to release that film.
Ne tukugamba nti these are the steps taken.
Ntilebwa nti gino gye mitendera gye twayiseemu.
Okuteekawo pulaani eyo ey'ekyo ekyobadde tolabako gwe.
To put this abstract plan.
Nti tugeeza obadde tomanyi Africa waje evudde.
Maybe you don't know where Africa came from.
Ng'abafuzi b'amatwale tebanatuzingako.
Before the explorers came here.
Twasinzidde ku bisiige bwe biti.
We based here.
Kubanga
because
waliwo empuku ezimu.
Because there are some caves.
Bajjajjaffe abaatusooka.
Our four grandfathers.
Kwe bawandiikanga ebyafaayo gye bavudde history.
Where they wrote their history.
Kati tugenda mu mpuku ezo.
So we go into those caves.
Okwetoloola ensi yonna empuku ezo gye ziri.
In the entire world those caves are there.
Baasiiganga ebisiige.
They made images there. They painted.
Bawandiikanga ebintu.
They wrote.
Ne bakulaga wa gye bavudde.
And they showed where they came from.
Kati ffe aboolesi.
Now we who exhibit.
Eye plan je tukulaga nti twasinzidde ku cave bwet.
It's the plan we share that we based on this cave.
Netujayo information yeno bwet ne.
And we got such an information.
Netweyambisa ne katabo bwekati.
And we also joined with this book.
Such and such a book.
Ekitabo kiri oba kiri.
Netujja netugata netuconnecting.
And we joined.
Kati fe omulimu abolesi.
We our main work are the exhibitors.
Tutula wansi netusoka creating a plan.
We sit down and first create a plan
ya film eje tugenda okufulumya
of the film we are going to release.
Kati bano abagala okumanya.
So these who want to know,
tubalaga plan eri eyebye bitalabika gwe byotalabye.
we show them the plan of the abstract plan.
Yes. The plan yebye bitalabika ko.
Yes, the abstract plan.
Ekyo kye bayita okwolesa.
That's what they call exhibit.
Kakasanga atulawa Focus of God TV akitegedde bulungi.
I'm sure that the one watching us on Focus of God TV has understood that very well.
Kuba naye waali.
Because I know why he
tuba tuolesa Africa.
As we exhibit Africa,
mundamu ye abakiwulira.
Within him he just feels it.
Africa erabika ine ebyafaayo.
That Africa has got history.
Kati ye bwanga abyebuuza.
Now as he's asking himself,
ate byatasobola kunoonyerezaako.
Yet he cannot even search for them.
Ffe tuba tulina pulaani yaabyo.
For us we have their plans.
Okwongera okumusiigira ekifaananyi.
To continue drawing for him a picture.
Tuba twabitegeka.
We have prepared them.
Kubanga Katonda yalina history or African number.
Because God has history of the whole Africa.
Yensonga laki tuyise ku kiyitibwa Focus of God TV.
That is the reason why we have passed through Focus of God TV.
Katonda asizza nnyo essiira ku byafaayo bya Africa.
God has focused much on the history of Africa.
Naye kayogerera.
As I speak,
manyi nti naatulaba ku Focus of God TV.
I know the one watching us on Focus of God TV.
Yaliko nga tuyiga olunaku olwo.
The one who was there as we were learning that very day.
Yandiyayanye naye okutubuulira ku kye yayiga.
Would wish also to tell us what he learned.
Twagambye akaseera kano bwe katuuka.
We told you that when this moment comes,
otukubire ku simu.
You also call us.
Era tukukkiriza.
And we have allowed you.
Enamba nga bw'oziraba ku screen yo.
The way you have seen those phone numbers on the screen.
Osobola tukubirako ne tunyumyamu.
You can call us and we share.
Ate ne otubuulira gwe ambassador ali eyo kiki wayiga.
And you tell us, you the ambassador there, what you learned.
Kubanga oli eyo gye tutali leero.
Because you are where we are not.
Ate tukwesigisa obubaka okugenda ate okubuulira abalala.
Yet we trust you with the message to proceed it on.
Okubategeeza nti waliwo emitendera gye tuyitamu.
To inform them that there are steps taken.
Okufuna okutondawo pulaani ezitalabika.
To create the abstract plans.
Ze tuyitamu okukakasa ekifaananyi ekituufu ekyafirika.
To pass through to prove the true identity of Africa.
Africa obadde ogimanya otya?
How have you been knowing Africa?
Obadde omanyi nti nsi y'abaavu.
You have been knowing that it is a poor nation or continent.
Omanyi ebibeera ku social media.
You know things that are found on social media.
Nasiŋŋaanye oli bamubuuza ekibuuzo.
I have found someone being asked a question.
Nti nsi ki esinga obwavu mu nsi yonna?
That which country is the poorest in the whole world?
Yagambye Africa.
He said Africa is a continent.
Ekitegeeza bo balowooza nti Africa nsi buki?
They think that Africa is just a continent.
Lwaki ne Africa tebagitegeera bulungi?
They don't even understand Africa very well.
Kati ffe mu nsi ey'okwolesa.
But now in the world of exhibition,
mwe tutumbulira nnyo okusomesa okw'obuliwo.
Where we promote much the practical teaching.
Wano we tujjirayo pulaani mu buliwo.
It is where we bring out the practical plan.
N'obalaga banne Africa tuvudde wano.
And they show Africa we have come from here.
Kubanga twalaba ekyokulabirako kino.
Because we saw this example, evangelist.
Musumba wali omulabi waffe ayise ku mukutu n'asindika message.
Tujja kugisoma nayo. N'atugamba.
He has said.
Nti bw'olaba nga baakola omuliro.
If you see they made fire.
Oba baakozesa Hello Focus of God TV. Yes, twogerako nani ono era osinziddewa.
Speaking to and where have you based?
Twogerako nani? Mustafa Ekibuye tusanyusa okuwuliza.
We are happy to hear from you. Wow.
Wewe staff awayiga kikwolo. Terera muko network.
Display. Network.
Display.
Demonstrating.
Demonstrating or display.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, a fashionista. Akira kumata antayining go fashion. Wow. Nagena naji. Kati bwana udi akupuje eyinga abantu.
Mustafa ebigambo ebimu bibula. Oboddemu otukubireko. Atotereze ku network ayo. Abadde atubuulira ku kanyomero.
He was telling us about the session
akokwanika
of displaying.
Okulaga n'okwanika.
Of demonstrating and displaying.
Ekintu eri abantu abalala bakirabe.
Something for others to see.
Mwabadde aletedde fashion.
Where he has brought in fashion and design.
Nga ye watu byasinga okukitegeera.
And that is how he understood.
Naye network netaba nnungi nnyo.
But the network was not good at all.
Omubulizo enjiri mbadde nkubuulira ensonga eno. Nti we tubanga amayinja gano.
If we manage to use stones.
Ne tukola embazzi.
And we made an axe.
Olwaleero ebintu ebyo biri luddawa.
Today those things were they.
Byalabikako bulabisi kaseera ne biggwawo.
They just manifested and finished.
Twetaaga tumanye ebyo byonna ze plan zaki.
We need to understand those plans.
Ze tutwala okwanika n'okulaga.
The steps taken.
Ekifaananyi ekituufu ekya Africa.
Demonstrate the true identity of Africa.
Kituufu musombo olw'ensonga. Bwe tubanga tetutegedde history waffe.
If we don't understand our history.
Nga Africa.
As Africa.
Kitegeeza our present day.
It means today.
Ebiseera byaffe bye tulimu kati.
Present Africa.
Tetumanya oba tugenda mu maaso.
We don't know whether we are going backward.
Oba tuzze mabega.
Or moving forward.
Era mu bimu bye twalabye nti mu kuyigirizibwa nze nayongera okutegeera.
And some of the things we saw as we were learning.
Nti bajjajja baffe abatusookako balina we baawandiika ebintu bino.
That our forefathers had somewhere they noted these things.
Tetuyinza kuba kati nga waliwo ebintu bye tuvumbula obudde buno.
We cannot be just discovering some things right now.
Nga bali tebalina bye baazuula.
And yet they did not discover anything in their era.
Wabula singa tuyita mu history.
But if we can pass through history.
Kitegeeza future yaffe ate.
It means our future.
Ate tugirongoosa mangu.
We will clean it very quickly.
Okuyita mu present day.
Through ebintu ebyakakati.
Ekyokulabirako kyolese nti embazzi.
An example I have brought that an axe.
Omuliro.
The fire.
Kubanga tinga Teacher Jackson watunyonyodde.
As Teacher Jackson explained.
Nti Adam omusajja yasooka otondebwa aba yali wano mu Africa.
That the first man to be created if he was here in Africa.
Omuliro asooka okugutondera guventingibwa wano.
He first created fire right here in Africa.
Teri kintu mu nsi kubikoleddwa.
There is nothing in the world being created.
Ngama motoka ge twabagambye ge tuvuga.
As the cars we drive.
Nga tewali muliro.
Without fire.
Kati bwaba yavumbula omuliro mu biseera by'ebikadde.
If he discovered fire in his ancient days.
Guno obudde ffe ate twandibadde wala.
Then presently we should be very far.
Ekyo banyulo nti mu kwolesa kuno.
That is what they explained that in this exhibition.
Tuba tulina okuba nga tusinziira mu byayita.
That we have to base in the past.
Ne mubiriwo kati.
And in the present one.
Ne mu future.
And even in the future.
Buno bwe bukakafu mwe tusinziira.
This is the proof where we base.
Actually eba ngabo yaffe.
It is even our shield.
Tunyweza okuva eri ate abayinza okugamba naye balimba.
It even the shield that protects us from those who say maybe they're lying.
Naye okulaga nti twogera mazima bannaye.
But to show that we are speaking the truth.
Tulaga okusinziira mu history Africa evuddewa.
We see that according to history, where has Africa come from? Where has it reached now? Pastor, I felt sorry as they were teaching. When I thought of where we are right now, and I said our forefathers surely were they here. What have we added on? But what has beaten us down? Because we never knew the history of Africa. Right now we never knew even what is going on. Thank you so much.
Ebigambo bino bikulu.
You know, these words are very great. And they have not been there in the world.
Nadala okolesa Africa yawamu.
Especially exhibiting Africa, the one perfect Africa.
Kubanga ekibaddewo.
Because what has been there.
Abantu olw'obutamanya byafaayo.
Due to people not knowing history.
Basingana obuzibu.
They met problems.
Buzibu osingana nga tomanyi kwolesa kyeki.
The problems you meet when you don't know what exhibition is.
Otandika kuzanya filimu nga z'abasezi.
You start acting films of night dancers.
N'abalogo.
And the witches.
Okugeza nga mu East Africa, Uganda.
Even if East Africa, Uganda.
Jini lyentwetwe.
Jini lyentwetwe. It was a
movie.
Kyakulabirako.
Just an example.
Nti Africa tesingako kaawo.
Isn't Africa more than that?
Chikulagano.
It shows.
Tuandiba sina chindi.
It shows that maybe we stagnated somewhere.
Kubanga wetubanga wanu wetuli.
Because if we are here right now,
Africa,
as nations of Africa, we desire so much the nations of Westerners. Yet those are the people who based in their own history and they built what are right now. They even see the future. But my fellow African, if God has not brought this program, if they ask you about the future, you say God knows. Yes.
Phoebe.
I wanted to see teacher Phoebe.
Nti ensonga eno eyokwolesa Africa.
This issue of exhibiting Africa.
Mwetulabira ekigambo okwolesa kyeki.
Where we see what's exhibition.
Batulaze nti bwe tutamanya kwolesa Africa.
They've shown us that we don't know what's exhibiting Africa.
Tusingana obuzibu bw'amaanyi.
We find a big problem.
Kitegeeza tugenda kwolesaamu ebintu ebirala.
Meaning we are going to exhibit other things.
Era bwe tulaba akanyomero ke twali tuyingiddemu.
And when we see the other aspect we had entered into.
Ak'okwolesa eby'omubiri n'eby'omwoyo.
Of exhibiting the spiritual and physical.
Atamanyi kwolesa ayinza kukola atya.
Now the person who does no exhibition, what is he going to do?
Kansokezi yo message eno katono nnyo. Waliwo ayise ku mukutu gwaffe gwa YouTube.
Someone has watched via YouTube.
Focus of God TV YouTube.
On Focus of God TV YouTube.
Agambye,
he said,
we have to exhibit the true history of Africa.
Do you know kwolesa African tufu?
Ebyafa
Africa bitufu.
And live studying the history of other continents, yet we have very many things in our countries.
Ntitulekerawo okusoma ebyafaayo by'amawanga amala so nga tulina ebyafaayo bingi ebikwatagana ku mawanga gaffe.
We don't know.
Byetutamanyi.
We don't know, but we resort studying other continents' Africa. History.
Tusoma history w'amawanga gali. So nga ate bingi ebikwata ku ggwanga lyaffe oba ku continent yaffe ya Africa. Byetutamanyi.
Ye Hirukia. Oba wansi ki mu Africa. Owokubiri omulala abadde yeebaza.
The second one was just thanks.
Tweyanza. Teacher Phoebe. Omanyi akadde kaggaye.
Yes, time has left.
Naye era mu bigambo bibiri bisatu.
Words.
Okusookera ddala Musumba.
First of all, Pastor.
Nga sinaddamu ky'ombuuzizza.
Before answering what you've asked me.
Muganda wange yannyonnyodde bulungi ensonga ye musomesa Jackson.
Teacher Jackson explained well.
Naye nze mu summary.
In a summary and briefly.
Nga bw'omanyi nti baatusomesanga ne bagamba out of 100 words.
Nga bagamba bigambo 10. Made a summary of 20 words.
Yes, musomesa tuwe.
You give us.
Ngamba.
I say.
nti kyebagezaako kutugamba.
What they are trying to tell us.
Baali batugamba nti tuyige okuleeta plan.
That they are teaching us that we make a plan.
N'okuyigiriza abaana baffe how to plan.
Nti okuyigiriza abaana baffe okuplanninga.
To teach our fellow Africans how to plan.
Okuyigiriza aba Africa bannaffe how to okuplanninga.
And giving them bread to eat.
Okusinga obbawo omugaati okulya.
Nti ekifo ky'okubalaga oluguudo oluwedde omuchina ajjakola oluguudo.
Other than showing them a road and China person to come to make
mutuure musooke mubalage pulaani y'oluguudo bwe bagikola.
First show them the plan of the road if they make it. If they build it, what is being used? What is required?
Ye babijja ludda wa?
Where do they get them from?
Bategeere gaano okubakolera oluguudo ne lubeera awo
so that they understand how it's done rather than showing them how the road is.
Ugendamu ebinya.
They might go holes.
Potholes. Still mwetaaga omuchina okurenovate.
Ntera mwetaaga omuchina to renovate it all to push it again. Seriously.
Kati mukyewambuziza kibadde nti omuntu atamanyi kwolesa.
So you ask me that the person does know how to exhibit.
Akola atya?
How does he do it?
He as simple as good morning.
It's changu nnyo ng'ogamba wasuza otya.
Era as simple as saying Yesu yebaza.
Nga changu nnyo ng'ogamba praise our Lord Jesus Christ.
Ekubo liririmu.
It's one way.
Focus of God TV.
Focus of God TV.
Discipling the world.
Eyigiriza amawanga.
Already Mukama amaze okutubikulira ekyama.
Already God has revealed us onto the mystery.
Omunyankola alina olugero.
Mu Africa.
Yes.
Wano mu Africa.
Have their saying in Africa.
Nti tosobola kuva webali okugoyera akarula.
You can't go
where they have prepared food.
You can't go from where they prepared food for
and you
go where they are just planning to start digging.
We are not going to send you somewhere else. But Focus of God TV has already given you the opportunity.
Focus of God TV already.
If you want to learn how to exhibit true things about Africa, or to know anything about exhibition, just jangu ku Focus of God TV.
Come on to Focus of God TV.
Oba genda ko ku mikutu jaffe jona nga gwe bagisomye.
Or go on to our social platforms as the red
Focus of God TV app.
Focus of God TV app.
Focus of God
Focus of
YouTube.
YouTube. Focus of God YouTube.
Full Knowledge of God International Ministries.
Full Knowledge of God International
channels.
Ministries.
Byono ja kubiyiga.
You will understand all this.
Kumire ku Focus of God TV.
Stay tuned on Focus of God TV.
Tovaawo.
Don't get
ogenda kuvaawo.
You will when you wise in exhibiting.
For God and our Africa.
Kulwaka tonane kula Africa yafe.
Oyo ye musomesa musamale. Ebyo nyinzo obutabukudiramu.
I want to repeat them.
Tubadde mu program.
We have been in the program.
Olobudde akatereke kako tugenda kabawako.
Because of time we are
kale ngeri gye batuzingidde samale. Ate nga n'obudde babakamu baffe bututte.
Wow.
Tujja kwongera okupostinga ku social media handles zaffe.
We are going to post it on social media platforms.
Ate twongere okugabanako nabo.
And we continue to share with you.
Manyi bwe tumaliriza ate tusigala gye tuli ku social media handles.
Even after here we remain on our social media.
Abadde atulaba ku Focus of God TV.
The one who has been watching us on Focus of God TV.
Tubadde mu program.
We have been in the program, the world of exhibition.
Era nga tubadde mu somo eryokusatu.
And we were in the third part. Yes.
Mwe tulabidde okwolesa kyeki.
Where we have seen what exhibition is.
Era obadde mulabi mulungi nnyo.
And you have been a good viewer.
Okuva gye twatandikidde.
From where we started from.
N'okutuuka olwaleero.
Up to where we are.
Wetutegeredde nti obutamanya kwolesa kyeki.
Where we have understood that not knowing how to exhibit.
Kyaleetera n'aba Europeans okuyita Africa dark continent.
It even made Europeans to call us a dark continent. Can you imagine?
Tugenda kukomawo.
But we are going to come back.
Mu kitundu ekiddako.
In the next part.
Ate tukuwe ensonga ennyuvu mu nsonga eyo.
And we give you a very important reason.
Naddala mu kwolesa mu buliwo ne mu mwoyo.
Especially in the practical,
physical and spiritual exhibition.
Exhibition in physical and spiritual.
Tovaako ku Focus of God TV.
Don't leave Focus of God TV.
Eno program ebeerawo buli wiiki ey'okubiri mu mwezi.
This program is always there in the second week of the month.
Wansi wa program eza P-Gop.
under the P-Gop programs,
ezitunulidde nnyo enkulaakulana y'abantu mu mubiri,
which are focusing much on the physical growth of people.
Olunaku olwaleero lwa mukaaga,
today is a Saturday,
ate olunaku olw'enkya lwa Sunday,
and tomorrow is a Sunday.
Ng'olindirira programu eziddako,
as you wait for the next program,
ate tukwaniriza mu Sunday service olunaku
we
olw'enkya.
welcome you in our Sunday service tomorrow.
Gwe wenna ali mu Africa,
you who is in Africa,
East Africa, Uganda, jangu kubuweereza wa Full Knowledge of God,
come on Full Knowledge of God Ministries,
Kampala Zana Entebbe Road,
Kampala Zana along Entebbe Road.
Otuuka ku roundabout ojja kuba otuuse ku Full Knowledge of God International Ministries.
When you reach Zana roundabout, then you slope down, you will find Full Knowledge of God International Ministries.
Tujja kwaniriza bulungi nnyo.
We will welcome you warmly.
Anabatosobodde,
and that one who will not be
Focus of God TV weeri.
Focus of God TV is always
Focus
there.
of God Medias.
And all Focus of God Media.
Mbadde omusumba Godfrey Mukisa.
I have been Pastor Godfrey Mukisa.
Wamu ne Evangelist Ephraim Lakim.
Together with Evangelist Rakim Ephraim.
Wamu n'omusomesa Teacher Jackson.
Together with Teacher Jackson.
Wamu n'omusomesa Teacher Phoebe.
And Teacher Phoebe.
Ate ng'ono mutume.
And she's an apostle.
Tukusaba obeere bulungi.
I will ask you to stay well.
Olindire program eziddako.
As you wait for the next program.
Katonda